As a church leader, your time and resources are limited. It's difficult to find discipleship and Bible study materials that are affordable, easily accessible, and high quality. But there is a way to equip the people in your church every day of the week without losing sleep. Welcome to Right Now Media, the world's largest library of video-driven Bible study resources, used by more than 20,000 churches, schools, and organizations. With a Right Now Media subscription, everyone in your church can access thousands of biblical resources for kids, couples, small groups, and more. Give your members access to great content, anytime, anywhere, on any device.
And God specifically says, the way you think, that's not the same way I think.
Equip and inspire everyone in your church beyond Sunday.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple. So great to have you here. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for stopping by, for checking out the videos. There are great videos that we've made over the time. Please make sure you sort of like follow through and check out the videos, please. Interviews, commentaries, analysis, exposés, check it out. Here we get to make sure that we challenge each other to follow Christ the way that we should. So we call out sin, we call out deception just the way it is, especially from charlatans and false prophets like Alf Lukau, Bushiri, TB Joshua, and all those guys. So I appreciate it. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right away. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. And let us know where you're watching from. We would love to know where you're watching from. We'd love to meet you. Yes, all the way from Australia, Emmanuel. Thank you so much. You're always here. Number one, Omo Osage. Great to have you here. Deborah, good to have you here from New Jersey. And also we have Baby Lotto. Guten Tag. Thank you so much. Good to have you here. Danke. Good to have you here from Bremen in Deutschland, Germany, that is. So very interesting stories. When I hear these sort of stories, it really gives me a lot of happiness. And that's the story of a South African, the founder of the Satanic Church in South Africa. The story of the Satanic Church in South Africa's founder, who met Jesus through the love that was expressed to him by Christians, by other people. His name is Rian. And matter of fact, he was here last year. I interviewed him. If you're on YouTube, check out the first link that I posted. I put watch my interview. That's one of the links that I interviewed him. Check out other interviews. I think I have about 4 or 5 clips on my YouTube channel. Please go check out the interview that I did with him, because what I'm about to say has to do with that. When I did that interview, actually, before I did that interview, a lot of people were criticizing me and saying, why should I interview someone who is a Satanist? But you see, I don't know much about Satanism. I need to talk to someone who is into Satanism so I can learn about it, so it would help the way that I minister, the way that I relate to them, so I can speak with a lot of information. And I see the privilege to interview him so he can educate even Christians about Satanism. Not to convert us, but it will give us equipment. You see, one thing with us Christians is many a times we criticize certain things that we don't even understand. When you criticize, you have to be factual. You have to be knowledgeable. And I had him here with the other co-founder, interviewed them. After the interview, I got a lot of criticism from people. Why didn't I condemn him? Why didn't I just tell him outrightly he's a sinner? Why do you want me to tell someone who's a sinner that he's a sinner? Especially when they're not Christians. The way that I would rebuke a Christian is totally different from the way that I would rebuke a non-Christian. Because we don't sing from the same hymn book. And it is amazing to see how the love of Jesus captivated this guy. I'm going to play you a short video of him that he just made about 2 days ago, how he has renounced everything to do with the Satanic Church, resigned and left to follow Jesus. By the way, this same person was a reverend. He's a trained reverend with the AFM church. Apostolic Faith Mission in South Africa. So he was a Christian and a reverend even before he went into Satanism. Doesn't that tell you so much about our lives? We can be Christians and then pressure or what sort of ideology and human whatever ideas will come, and then we'll change our ways. We compromise. Now, here is a short video that I did with him, just to tell us what happened. How did he get to a place? Not the short video that I did with him anyway, short video that I'm about to play you. If you want to watch the ones that I did with him, please go and check out. I put the link on YouTube, check it out, and you would see the ones that I did with him. So here's a short video of him that he made a few days ago, just explaining what happened.
So I did this interview, and after the interview, this lady came to me.
He's crying, by the way.
And in this interview, I said,
he's in tears.
I don't believe
Look
in
at the
Jesus.
tattoo. Look at his body.
And I don't believe that Jesus Christ exists because I didn't. And she came to me after the interview, after I said that. And she hugged me and she held me in a way that I've never been loved. That's all she did. She didn't say anything. She just said, it's nice to finally meet you in person. And she just hugged me and she held me. And a week later, through WhatsApp, through a status, I saw this woman is a Christian. I couldn't believe it because I've never had a Christian do that. I've never experienced a Christian showing that much love and acceptance unconditionally. After I've said the things I've said, she did that. And it stayed with me. I said, oh, okay, cool, she's a Christian, whatever. And then a week later, and I don't want to talk about Satanism. I don't want to talk about the details of it, but in the occult, there is certain rituals that you do to ascend to the top of a pyramid, and you can only do a certain amount at a time. And after that interview, I had a meeting with council members at the church, and they said, okay, great, now we've done all these interviews and people know, and it's growing, Satanism is growing, and believe me people, it's growing. And I had to do a ritual by myself to see what is the next step. What is the next thing? How do I get more power, more influence? And I did this ritual and I opened myself up. And Jesus appeared. And I was extremely cocky. And I said, whatever. If you are Jesus, you need to prove it. And he flooded me with the most beautiful love and energy. And I recognized it immediately because that woman at the radio station showed it to me. That's how I recognized the love of Christ. Because 4 people, 4 Christians showed it, not the others. So I recognized it. I'm gonna change specs, sorry. because
Praise God. Isn't that God? You know, when you get converted by Jesus, the love of Jesus, it's just something totally different. We cannot take credit, no matter how much people you are preached to or whatever, you can never take credit for it. It is the power of God at work. Simple. And it's so, I'm just emotional now. I interviewed this guy, like I told you a year ago. Check out my YouTube channel. There's an interview I did with him. He was defending everything. And I didn't criticize him. All I was trying to do was to reason with him, because he's on the other side of the fence and I'm on the other side of the fence. So we don't sing from the same hymn book. Why should I criticize him? A lot of Christians were not happy because I didn't criticize him. But I wanted to interview him so he can inform us about the way that they work. That way we can be equipped better. He told me about the baptism that they do there, whole sort of rituals that they do, the occultic stuff that they do. But Jesus picked him up. This is amazing, guys. Please, guys, share this video, like the video, share it to as much. You don't know the kind of people that are all caught up in bondage somewhere. But let's believe that the power of Jesus can change anyone and anything. There is hope for the worst sinner. Let's be the conduit. Let's be that woman that he said hugged him. They didn't criticize him. She was Christian and hugged him and loved him. Because she knows he's not a Christian, he's a Satanist. He's the founder of Satanic church in South Africa. So why should you criticize that person as a Christian? They're living in a different reality. Find another way. Let's show people the love of God and not just tell them. Don't tell them about the love of God. Show them the love of God. God bless you guys. I'll see you again later.